My boss, Preston Sterling, had a hard and fast rule. Any tardiness would cost you $300, effective immediately. He was about to learn a lesson in reciprocity. Preston's rule was simple. Show up on time for your shift or pay the fine. It didn't matter if you were only 5 seconds late. $300 was the penalty. I vividly remember when his rule first went into effect. First, there was Mary Jackson, who was 5 minutes late due to a flat tire. Preston's cold words, $300, Mary. The rule is the rule. Then there was David Miller, who was late by a mere 30 seconds because of a train delay. Preston, you're late, David. $300. Preston's behavior was a clear case of the fundamental attribution error. He was quick to judge others based on their perceived character rather than situational factors. I worked as a lead copywriter and had a lot at stake. My quarterly bonus was dependent on my perfect attendance. Missing a deadline for any reason could cost me the bonus, thousands of dollars. The thought of losing it made me sick. I started preparing the moment Preston announced his new policy. I set 3 different alarms, planned my route meticulously, and made sure I arrived at least 30 minutes early every day. I began recording, too. Time-stamped everything. I had to prove I was being unfairly treated if the time came for it. The day came when I knew I had him. The SEOSD conference he was speaking at was the most important thing for our company, according to Preston. My shift started at 8 a.m., and I was already in the office by 7:30. At 7:55 a.m., I checked the security footage, then again at 7:59 a.m., 8 a.m., 8:05 a.m. No Preston. He wasn't there at 8:10 either. My hands started to shake. 8:15 a.m., 8:20 a.m. Where was he? I could feel my stomach drop. 8:25 a.m. The door finally opened. Preston walked in, flustered and apologetic with a story about a delayed flight. I am so sorry, everyone, he said. The flight was delayed and I cut him off calmly. Preston, it's 8:30 a.m. I pulled out a copy of the company handbook, flipped to page 22, section 4. The rule, as you stated it, is any tardiness will cost you $300, effective immediately. People started to record on their phones. Just then, our CFO, Corinne Williams, walked in. Preston, I understand you were held up, she said, holding a printed email. But the conference organizers just sent this. Your flight was early. You were late. Corinne stated, without emotion, Preston Sterling, you are fined $300. The principle of tit for tat was in full effect.